The Great Racetrack Challenge is back, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to succeed and hopefully design an interesting and intriguing racetrack that people will want to vote for and compete in against others. For this contest, you can design a racetrack in any city in Upland that is up to 2.5 miles or 4 kilometers in length. Here are the 5 existing tracks that already exist in Upland. Racing is still in alpha testing, but in the future, any player will be able to create any sort of racetrack he wants within Upland, I'm sure up to some sort of limitation. Upland will select a number of racetracks as finalists, and players will be able to vote on the 4 racetracks that they like the best in each of the 4 regions, which are Central, West, East, and International. The winners will have not only their racetrack within Upland, similar to this Portage Park Raceway, but they will also win an MV Motors Series 4 SUV. All the contest details and requirements are in the link in the description below. You can learn everything you need to know about car racing. Check out our playlist in the upper right-hand corner. When you're designing a racetrack, you have to think about who you want this racetrack to be for. It's not going to be any fun if you're just racing this track alone. You do need to have a reason for people to come and race the track that you have created. Just creating a racetrack and putting it out there is not going to guarantee that people will want to race your specific track, especially if there is a huge number of racetracks to choose from. I dive deep more on this topic and what exactly it takes to create a successful racetrack in the link in the upper right-hand corner. The racetrack that I'm looking to submit for this competition is here in Wrigleyville. This is a really unique neighborhood in my opinion, as you can see that there is this triangle section here just in the southeast corner of the neighborhood. And you can also see Wrigley Field is right above it, which is the home stadium of the Chicago Cubs, a Major League Baseball team in Chicago. I've got my home in Upland defined in this neighborhood, and you can see in the upper right-hand corner a deep dive on why I chose to define this property as my home. But this has a really cool street view where you can see that people actually sit on top of these buildings and are able to watch these baseball games. So I think that it would be really cool to have a racetrack that goes around Wrigley Field and uses this unique layout of the neighborhood for a racetrack. If you're a sports fan, I'm part of this really great Discord group called Stadium Chasers, and the link is in the description below. This would be a great opportunity for players in that group or anyone else who's interested in sports to be a part of this community racetrack that I hope to build up in the future. You can see that I don't have many properties around the area, but I'm sure that people who do own properties here are likely sports fans as well. So if you haven't developed your properties or if you're looking to get involved, leave a comment below if you got any properties in the area or join the Discord and we can start working together. So in order to map out the actual route of this racetrack, I'm going to show you this really cool tool. This tool is called Felt, and this is a great mapping service where you can see here that I have a lot of nodes, meta ventures, and even racetracks where you can go and see exactly what you're looking at on the map. Upland is very limited, as you can see that all of these different meta ventures have only orange dots, but here you can see that they are split up by type. You can see here that there are football meta ventures, block explorers, factories, and we can even see here some of the racetracks that are created in Upland. So this is a great tool, and the link is in the description below to check out this map, and I'm going to show you here exactly how easy it is to make any sort of map and even use this to submit for Upland. So here I'm just going to create a route. I'm going to choose the location and add a couple of clicks, and I'm going to very easily be able to show the exact route, the starting position, and even the total distance of this map very easily. Here we can add the distance, we can change to a dotted line, and we can add graphics, we can add text, and here it is. Now I'm going to go ahead and also name this racetrack. I'm going to call it Wrigleyville's Troublesome Triangles. I think this would be a great racetrack to race. It has some great straightaways and some very, very tight turns, and this could be very interesting to see what type of skills your block explorers will need and what kind of car you will need in order to excel in racing in this track. This is one of the more interesting parts of racing, in my opinion, is that different cars and different block explorers will be best suited for specific types of racetracks. So if you have a need for speed, I hope to see you over at Wrigleyville's Troublesome Triangle. Lastly, I'm going to go over here, zoom in, and I need to define a starting point for this race, and I'm going to drop a pin here on my property. I'm going to change the icon here to the starting point, and I'm going to type in my address. And now I can take a screenshot of this, submit it to Upland, and fill in other details regarding this map that I want to submit for this competition. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this racetrack idea is. Don't forget to join the Stadium Chasers Discord server, and I wish everyone good luck in the competition for everyone who's looking to design their own racetrack.